Welcome to Capital Currents, where the flow of business news and market trends keeps you ahead of the tide. I am your watchdog, and today is Tuesday, July 8th. In today's episode, we'll tell you about the latest on the trade deals as we approach the July 9th deadline. We'll also tell you about Elon's plans to launch a new political party that has Tesla investors nervous, finally find out how much money people are expected to spend this week during Amazon Prime Day. Markets are coming off another record-breaking week. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ both jumped around 2% last week, closing at record highs again, despite it being a short week. The big boost came on Thursday after the June jobs report showed a continued strength in the labor market. Now, this week should be really interesting because we are now in crunch time when it comes to tariff talks. President Trump's 90-day tariff pause ends on Wednesday, July 9th, and Trump posted on Truth Social that tariff letters and deals will be delivered to various countries around midday today, and then to add to the drama, President Trump also threatened countries that align with BRICS nations with an additional 10% tariff. BRICS countries are led by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Let's run through some headlines, starting with Elon. Elon is back in the political arena, and Tesla shareholders are not thrilled. Over the weekend, Elon Musk announced that he's launching a new political party called the America Party. His goal is to take on both Republicans and Democrats by focusing on House and Senate races in 2026. And Tesla shares are down 8% this morning because investors are worried that Elon isn't focused on Tesla at a time when the company needs his attention. Remember, Tesla just posted back-to-back drops in quarterly deliveries of their cars. Elon had told investors during Tesla's earnings call back in May that he would be refocusing on Tesla after leaving the Trump administration, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Elon Musk said that the America Party is meant to challenge the Republican-Democrat Uni-Party, and this is all about attacking the government waste and the growing deficit. Trump, on the other hand, says that Elon is just mad that he's losing his EV subsidies, which are set to expire in September per the big beautiful bill. Let's shift gears and talk about AI. The US government continues to tighten the screws on AI chip exports. This time they're targeting Malaysia and Thailand. The Trump administration is drafting new rules that would block companies like NVIDIA from shipping their advanced AI chips to those two countries out of concern that China is using them as a backdoor to get around US chip sanctions. In Singapore, 3 men were just charged with trying to smuggle AI servers to Malaysia, and one of them was a Chinese national. Now for NVIDIA, this is a tricky situation because Singapore alone made up 18% of its revenues last year and 28% of its revenue this year, but only 1% are delivered to the country, which caught the eye of the government. Amazon Prime Day kicks off this week, and a lot of people are expected to shop. Online spending is expected to jump to $23.8 billion in the 4-day window. Amazon is making their Prime Day longer this year by making it 4 days instead of the 2 days that it was last year, and other retailers like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy are jumping in on the midsummer shopping spend. That's all the business headlines I have for you. Let's take a look at some stocks. Private prison stocks are on the move this morning. Shares of Geo Group and Core Civic are rising as investors expect these two companies to be major beneficiaries of the massive increase in funding for immigration detention centers. The Big Beautiful Bill, which was signed into law by President Trump over the weekend, will triple the funding for immigration detention centers to $45 billion. That's more than the combined amount spent on detention centers during the Obama, Biden, and the first Trump administration. Geo Group and Core Civic are the two largest detention center contractors. They've already won new contracts from ICE this year. As a result, both of their stocks are up this morning. Meanwhile, it's a rough morning for CoreWeave and Core Scientific. Shares of both of these companies are down after CoreWeave announced that it's acquiring Core Scientific in a stock-for-stock deal. Now, these two companies are similar. Both of them operate data centers, but CoreWeave focuses on AI workloads, while Core Scientific has its roots in crypto mining. This deal values Core Scientific at $9 billion, and it's expected to close in the fourth quarter of this year. But investors are not loving this news. Core Scientific shares are down 17% this morning, and CoreWeave is off by more than 2%. That's all for today's show. Keep navigating those waters, and see you tomorrow.